Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. If you're new here, hey, hi, I'm Marla Kris. I do nail content twice a week, every week on this channel. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I'm going to do a dip powder manicure today. I do have UNT Peel Off Base Coat on because I do switch up my manicures every day. These are the two colors I'm going to use. I'm going to do a glitter ombre. I haven't done this in what feels like forever. Maybe never. I don't know. I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. I got it on Amazon. It was like 89 cents. It's going to be a super simple manicure today, but these are reflective glitters. Y'all are not ready for the reflection in these glitters. They are seriously so stunning. Shook the heck out of me. I'll leave everything linked down below, but we're going to go through one nail very simply, step by step. And I'm going to show you how to blend together two glitter colors. I've had a lot of questions in the recent past about what technique you can use for a glitter ombre, and I'm going to answer that today. And the answer is you have to do a tap ombre. That's the only thing that is going to work with any kind of glitter. So we're going to do that today. I wasn't sure which color I wanted on the top and on the bottom, but I think I figured my ish out, and we're going to do blue up towards the back of the nail, towards the cuticle area, and then purple towards the free edge. If you need prep help, I will leave a very detailed beginner-friendly prep through end video up in the cards for you guys to check out. But I'm going to do this the same way I would as if I were doing a regular dip application. I'm going to start with my dip base coat. I'm using the Azure Beauty Liquids. I'm going to go from cuticle to free edge, covering the entire nail. Then I'm going to take the first color. You can use whichever color you want. And I'm going to tap this starting on my skin at my cuticle area and ever so gently feathering that down towards the center of the nail. Flip my finger upside down to tap off excess. And I'm just going to see where we're at. I did want to add a little more blue. I was going for an ombre, but I wanted it more blue than purple. I didn't want to do like a 50-50. I was kind of going for like if I had on a thermal, like a color changing dip powder on. They don't work for my nails because my nails are always super short, but this is a way you can get that thermal effect without using a thermal powder. Once you have that first color the way you want it, you can fill in that blank space with your second color, tap off excess, and that is your first coat. I'm going to brush off all the excess with a fluffy dust brush. I like to keep separate brushes for my glitter powders and separate brushes for my flat color powders because I'm a little OCD when it comes to things. I'm a lot OCD. I don't want to get a glitter into a brush that I'm going to go to brush off a flat color and then boom, there's glitter in your flat manicure and no one's going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. It's going to drive me insane. So the second coat is going to be very similar to the first coat with the exception of I'm going to flip the order in which I apply the colors. I find this just helps get a nice blend in the center of those two colors. So I'm going to start with the purple at the free edge and then I'm going to add in the blue at the back when I'm done with the purple. I am not cleaning off my brush in between mixing colors. I'm only using one eyeshadow brush. Because these shades are so similar and I'm really going for that reflective glitter look, I didn't feel the need to go crazy cleaning off my brush in between these colors. But if you want to, you certainly can. I like to use a color switch for that, but you can use more than one eyeshadow brush if you want to do that too. Totally up to you. You live your life, live your best life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. So once I get that purple on the free edge, I'm going to go in with the blue. Dust off excess. Then we're going to do one final layer, and the final layer is going to be the same that we did on the first layer. Now, if you're wondering if these nails are super thick, no. I find that when you're doing a ombre with a tap method, you're sprinkling on dip powder, it tends to be much more thin than if you were dipping in. So if you're overly concerned about nails being super thick, no. As you can see, I did spill some of my powder and I was so sad. That was my feeble attempt to try and save it. I don't know if I did anything, but we're going to pretend that I did because I don't want to cry over spilled dip powder. So I'm dusting off the excess. Why am I like this? I'm dusting off all the excess. Here's what we're looking like so far. If you are happy with your two layers and you don't want to go any further, you totally don't have to. But because I am a creature of habit, I'm going to follow through with my third dip. Same exact way I did the first, and then we're going to clear encapsulate. If you're hearing my voice and you're wondering, she sounds like she's a little under the weather, you guys may or may not have seen a recent video I did using the OPI dip liquids. I think they gave me dip flu. I did notice my eyes burning a little bit when I was doing the application. And then the day after, which was yesterday, as I'm doing this voiceover, I filmed those 2 days ago. I noticed I was getting a little congested, a little, meaning a lot. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning with, you know, I'm like a snarly beast monster. And today I feel much better, but still a little congested, still a little under the weather. I'm not entirely sure if it was dip flu. It could have been anything. I could have a cold for all I know, but my kids have been in New York. As you're seeing this, they're probably home by now, but I've been filming a lot since I'm home with no one to take care of. Anyway, I'm not going to cry about it. So it could be anything, but I haven't really left my house. I don't go anywhere. I don't do anything. I've been home working. So I don't know if I got a cold or if I got the dip flu, but it is what it is. And I'm fine. It's fine. We're all fine. I don't know. Talking a little funny lately because I'm a little congested, but it's all good. So here's what 3 coats look like. This sparkle is so insane. If you wanted to use this glitter as like a sugar nail, it would be so stunningly beautiful. I went ahead and I did the entire hand. It took a little time, so I'm not going to show you the whole thing. We'd be here for 45 minutes to an hour. So now I'm going to go ahead and clear encapsulate. This is a first impression of the Sassy Mouth Clearly Uninterested, which is a clear dip powder. And this worked so beautifully. It's crystal clear. Literally, if you want an amazing clear dip powder for anything, this one is a good one. You're going to see. You're going to see. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I'm just going to show you. Put your money where your mouth is, right? What? Maybe I'm getting delusional too. Anyway, I'm going to clear encapsulate all of these. I know you see me do a few manicures in the recent past where I did not clear encapsulate, and that's usually because I don't need to. If I file and buff over a color, I'm not doing too much filing and I'm not going to destroy the color filing and buffing. But when you're working with glitters, I find it's really important to protect your glitters, and you can do that by using a clear dip powder. If you wanted to use a gel base coat and a gel top coat or even a builder gel to do encapsulations, you totally can. But because I'm using, I don't know, dip liquids and not gel liquids, I figured I can do a clear encapsulation, and it worked out beautifully. I'm just going to clear cap everything. You are going to see me dust off excess with a fluffy brush, but you're also going to see me use a scrubby brush to dust off the remaining excess. It makes a world of difference. If you've ever struggled with your clear dip powder, especially over deeper colors or glitters, looking a little cloudy and just not crystal clear, use a stiff scrubby brush to remove your dip powder excess from your clear excess, I should say. It will make a world of difference. Of course, you want to make sure your dip liquids are set and they're not no longer like gonna mush together, because you don't want to do that. I've made that mistake of going in too quick with a scrubby brush, and it's going to make a giant mess everywhere and you're not going to be happy about it. So make sure your dip liquid's set. I like to use these specific dip liquids, the Azure Beauty ones, because they're not super slow drying. You still have time, as you saw from my ombre process, you still have time to do an ombre or a French manicure or a color block or anything you want to do, but the dry down time is medium. It's not slow drying, so I don't have to worry too much about not having it set before I scrub off my clear excess. The OPI liquids that I used, you're going to be sitting there for a hot minute because those were so slow drying. So I'm going to go ahead, get these finished up. I'm going to activate. I do 2 coats of activator just because I do have quite a few layers on my nails that I want to make sure they're completely cured before I file. I'm going to do all my filing and shaping off camera, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to top coat, and I'm going to show you what the glitters look like with the flash. Oh my God, y'all just wait. So I went ahead and I did all my filing, shaping, and buffing. These required very little effort. I just cleaned up my shape a little bit, refined the cuticle area, and now we're ready for top coat. I'm going to grab my Model 1's No Wipe Gel Top Coat, and that's what I'm going to use. If you wanted to do your regular dip top coat, you are perfectly welcome to do that. I'm a gel top coat kind of person. I don't know, it's just easier for me, but it's personal preference. You can do whatever you're most comfy with. I'm going to throw on one coat of my gel top. If you use gel top coat and you've had gel top coat peeling off of your dip powder, try to use a gel base coat first. Cure that for 30 seconds and then use your gel top coat. That can really help prevent the gel from peeling. It'll just make it adhere better to your dip powder. Or you can go in with the gel primer first too. I'm going to cure my gel top coat for 60 seconds. I got up and washed my hands to make sure I didn't have any weird gel chemicals anywhere that I might give myself an allergy with. No one wants that. Here's what the finished product looks like. As you can see, it's giving me dark gothic mermaid vibes, which I'm so here for, but wait till you see this in the flash and in the daylight. This is what they look like. Can you even? This is so sickeningly beautiful. I am obsessed with these reflective glitters. There's a whole reflective glitter collection over at Sassy Mouth. I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of the day for you is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.